everyone. Hope everyone is well. We're just going to give it 5 minutes just for more people to join in, and then we'll start with our webinar.
Just give me 2 minutes.
All right. Hi, guys. To the new people that just joined in, we're just going to give it till 35 just for more people to join in. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all so much for taking the time to join us today. We really do appreciate it. My name is Mbali, a support engineer here at GSolutions, and I welcome you all to our webinar. Last time, we spoke about password security, the locks on your digital doors. Today, we are going to address something even more important, the people holding the keys. Because here's the truth, You can have the best firewall, the best antivirus, the best password manager in the world, but one wrong click from an employee undoes all of that. That's what we're here to address today. Just a quick roadmap and agenda of what we'll be covering in our topic today. We'll start with the problem, why your employees are being targeted and what that looks like. Then we'll talk about the solution and the business case for investing in it. After that, I'll show you a specific tool that we use and recommend, Acronis Security Awareness Training powered by Wizer. Then after that, we will do a demo and examples so you can see how simple and seamless this process really is. And of course, a little Q&A at the end. By the time we get to the demo, I think most of you are going to be surprised at how painless and seamless this process really is. Without taking up more time, let me introduce you to our one of support engineers, Jean Ray, who will take you through our topic for the day.
Oops. Sorry. We're just sorting out some technical difficulties, sorry.
Right there.
Okay, sorry everyone for that. Some technical difficulties. Okay, let's start with the uncomfortable reality. 33.1%. That's the percentage of employees who will click on a phishing email before they've had any training. 1 in 3. Think about your team right now. If I sent a convincing phishing email to everyone in your company today, statistically, a third of them would click it. Not because they're incapable, but because they're human. They're busy, they're distracted, and these emails are getting incredibly sophisticated. 60% of all data breaches involve the human element. That's from Verizon's 2025 Data Breach Investigations Report, one of the most respected studies in the industry. We're not talking about sophisticated nation-state hacking. We're talking about someone clicking a link in an email, reusing a password, or falling for a phone call from someone pretending to be IT support. And here's the local reality. South Africa experiences roughly 577 cyber attacks per hour, and 95% of them are email-based. Your inbox is quite literally the front line of cybersecurity. So the question isn't whether your team will be targeted. They already are, every single day. The question is whether they'll recognize it when it happens. So what happens when I don't recognize it? There's a twofold cost. First, the security risk. 95% of breaches in South Africa are caused by human error, not by some genius hacker breaking through your firewall. It's someone clicking a phishing link, someone sharing credentials over WhatsApp, someone plugging in a USB they found in the parking lot. And here's something that should worry every business owner in this room. New hires are 71% more likely to click on phishing links in their first 90 days. So that new person you just onboarded, they're your highest risk right now. Secondly, the financial impact. The average data breach in South Africa now costs 53.1 million rand. That's the enterprise average. For SMBs, recovery costs range from 2 million rand to over 16 million rand. Let that sink in. And here's the stat that should really keep you up at night. 43% of small businesses that suffer a major breach never reopen. They're done. Not because the business wasn't good, but because one employee clicked one link on one bad day. So what do we do about it? The answer isn't more technology. You probably already have a firewall, an antivirus, and email filtering. Those are important, but they're not enough because the attacks are designed to get past the technology and target the person. The solution is security awareness training. And before anyone rolls their eyes, I'm not talking about sitting your team in a boardroom for 4 hours watching a PowerPoint from 2015. I'm talking about a modern, engaging program that actually changes behavior. What does that look like? It teaches your employees to spot phishing and social engineering in real time. It simulates real attacks in a safe environment, so they learn from their mistakes without any actual damage. It delivers bite-sized content that fits into a busier day. We're talking 1-minute videos, not hour-long lectures. It tracks who's engaged, who's improving, and who needs extra attention. And it helps you tick the boxes for compliance and cyber insurance. The goal is simple. Turn your biggest vulnerability into your first line of defense. Now let's talk business, because I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds great, but what is it going to cost me? And is it really worth it? Fair question. Let me give you 3 reasons. Number 1, risk reduction. And this isn't theoretical. KnowBe4's 2025 benchmarking report have analyzed 67.7 million phishing simulations across 14.5 million users globally. They found that training reduces phishing click rates by 86% within 12 months. And you don't have to wait a year to see results. Just 90 days of training cuts risks by over 40%. That's measurable, provable risk reduction. Number 2, compliance and insurance. POPIA requires reasonable security measures to protect personal information. SOC2, PCI-DSS, GDPR, they all increasingly require documented employee security training. And here's the one that hits the wallet directly: cyber insurance. Insurers are now asking whether you have a security awareness program in place. If you don't, you're either paying significantly higher premiums or being denied coverage entirely. One of our partner MSPs had a client implement Wizer training, and when they applied for cyber insurance, they avoided premium hikes of up to 250%. Number 3, return on investment. Training costs roughly 60 Rand per employee per month. The average breach costs 53.1 million Rand. Well-designed programs deliver 3 to 7 times return on investment. Let me put it another way. One prevented incident pays for a decade of training across your entire company. So if we agree that training is essential, the next question is, which platform? We recommend Acronis Security Awareness Training, powered by Wizer. And the reason is simple. Security is only effective when people actually engage with it. You can buy the fanciest training platform in the world, but if your employees hate using it, you've wasted your money. Wizer gets this right on 3 fronts. First, the content is actually engaging. These aren't boring corporate compliance videos. They're 1-minute animated explainers and dramatized real-life scam scenarios. Think of it like social media content for cybersecurity. Over 55,000 employees have rated the training in-app with an average of 4.7 out of 5 stars. When was the last time anyone gave corporate training nearly 5 stars? Secondly, it's managed directly from the Acronis CyberProtect Cloud Console. If you're already using Acronis for backup, EDR, or maybe endpoint protection, security awareness training plugs right in. You can turn on training for any client with a few clicks, track progress in real time, and manage everything from one dashboard. No separate logins, no separate billing. Thirdly, automated phishing simulations with over 200 templates. You set it up once and it runs in the background. Each employee gets unique phishing emails, so they can't just warn each other. If someone clicks, they get instant training on what they've missed. He turns every mistake into a learning moment. Let me quickly highlight 3 things that make this practical for business. Multi-tenant management. If you're an MSP like us, managing multiple clients, this is huge. One console, deploy training across all your clients, full visibility into who's trained and who isn't. Secondly, analytics and reporting. You get a dashboard showing completion rates, phishing test results, and most importantly, who your high-risk users are. Because it's usually the same 10% of people responsible for the majority of risky behavior. This lets you identify them and give them extra attention before they become a problem. And lastly, compliance ready. There's built-in compliance training for POPIA, SOC2, PCI DSS, GDPR, and HIPAA. When an auditor or insurer asks, do you have documented security training? You pull up the dashboard and show them. Done. 2 things I want to highlight here because they address the 2 biggest objections I hear. First objection, my team doesn't have time for training. That's exactly why Wizer uses a micro-learning format. We're talking 1-minute videos and quick interactive quizzes. Nobody needs to leave their desk for hours. Nobody needs to book a conference room. They watch a 1-minute video, answer a couple of questions, and they're done. The content covers phishing, social engineering, ransomware, business email compromise, and so much more. All in plain language designed for non-technical people. Second objection, I don't have time to manage another platform. That's why the phishing simulations are automated. You select your templates. There are over 200 across consumer, corporate, and spear phishing categories. Choose your audience, set a schedule, and it runs itself. Each employee gets a unique phishing email. So there's no, hey, did you also get that weird email effect? And if someone clicks, they don't get a slap on the wrist. They get immediate targeted training on exactly what they missed. It turns the failure into a teachable moment. All right, everything we've talked about, the stats, the risk, the cost, the solution, it all comes down to this. How easy is it to actually do the right thing? We're going to show you a couple of videos about Wizer and security awareness training as a whole. We also have incorporated some training videos to show you what the training would look like. Ooh. Perfect. Perfect. That's it. That's the whole process. Your team gets better at spotting threats, and you get the data to prove it. I'm going to hand over Mbali for the closing remarks. Thank you for listening in.
Thank you so much, Andre, for sharing such insightful information on security awareness training. We do encourage everyone to keep an eye out for our upcoming webinars taking place over the next month. The session will be hosted by our Managing Director and Technical Support Manager, Dale and Byron, who will be sharing their expertise on key topics designed to add value and support to your business objectives. We would love to have you join us again and continue the conversation. And that brings us to our Q&A. But before we open the floor, let me leave you with this thought. Every day without training is another day your team is one click away from a breach. There are attacks are happening right now. 577 every hour in South Africa. Your employees are being targeted whether you have a training program or not. The question is, are they prepared? If you're interested in finding out more or considering implementing this in your own operations, please do not hesitate to get in touch. We are happy to chat you through the process. And for those who manage their licenses through us, we do include an hour of dedicated setup with our technical team to make sure your implementation is seamless from day one. So, who's got questions?
If you do have any questions, please ask your questions through the Q&A button. You can just click it at the top corner, and then when you do have any questions, we can answer them. If you do, yeah, that's perfect.
We'll just give it a few moments. For anyone that has questions, you can use the Q&A button over there, and then we'll go ahead and answer the questions that you may have. Once again, thank you all for all joining us today. We truly do appreciate the time you took to be with us. Oh, I see there that there is a question.
Yes, so Sim Tandile, sorry, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. Your question is, quickly went through the Wizer platform. Is there a direct link to the infomercial you guys shared today? Yes, so Wizer themselves actually has a YouTube channel. So what you'll find on the YouTube channel is there is short 1 to 2 minute videos of just, dramatized real life experiences when people just share their stories to, make other people security aware. So if I can get in contact with you via email, Simtandile, I would like to do that, and then I can send you the link to go view all these infographics.
Just to also add on to that, Jean-Ray, we will be sending out these PowerPoint slides and the live recording, also the whole demo for Wizer as a whole. I hope that is also helpful.
Yeah, okay. Any other questions? If you don't have any questions, please feel free to hop off. We don't want to waste any of your time. So yeah, perfect. We'll just give it a couple of minutes.
All right. Once again, thank you guys for joining us today. We truly do appreciate the time that you took to listen to us. Please note that we will be happy to share these PowerPoint slides and a live recording with you should you wish to have a copy of this for your reference. If you are interested in learning more or would like to get in touch, please do not hesitate to do so. There is also, okay, I see there's a question.
Okay, sorry, Simpandile, I see in connection to Wizer, are you third-party vendors or will I have to navigate the training setup myself? Okay, so how we would treat this if you are interested in Wizer is we use a product called Acronis Cyber and that is then a third-party integration between Wizer and Acronis. So then obviously if you, we will help you set up the training and then we'll also just, have some couple of meetings to walk you through everything and make sure you are sorted. But yeah, this is if you're interested. We can get in communications by email, Simtandile, and then we can set up meetings and then we can discuss this if you are interested. I hope that answers your question.
All right, if there aren't any more questions, we would like to close the session here. As I've mentioned before, if you are interested in learning more, please don't hesitate to get in touch via email. There is a contact form available with the details on how to reach us. We will be sending that through as well. Thank you all so much.